Wow. Wow. Let's try this. Wow. Wow. Wally here. Marlon, tell me this. How did you find it easier to find me? Well, Diesel Man, how's it going? So I tried something a little bit different tonight. So I was running a bit late as per usual. So when I did my test to make sure everything was working, what I did, Roddy, how's it going, buddy? You're very welcome. It feels like forever. It feels like forever since I did a live stream. So what I did was I set everything up to go live, and then I just left it, and I didn't actually click the button go live, right? So I just left it like that just to see what would happen. And when I went downstairs and I made the girls some popcorn because they're watching a movie. The reminder. Oh, okay. So the test or the fact that it said that I was going to go live. So I don't know what it chose for you guys. So but I came back upstairs and there it was. It was like 3 people waiting to watch, and I was like, well, that's cool, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay. Somebody mentioned it to me that Back 40 does it all the time. Back 40 Firewood. I don't know if you guys watch that channel. That's a good channel as well. That he has like an animation that plays. So his live feed will just sit. Pat, how's it going? You're very welcome. His live feed will just sit with this animation playing, counting down to when it goes live. Josh, how's it going? You're very welcome. So that's what I decided to do this week, just to see how it would work. Last week was a bit of a disaster. It just was a bit of we were away last week. I took the girls out for pizza again on the way home, so that was thank you to you guys for springing for pizza for the girls again. And that was the second pizza trip that we got out of the Red Branch live feed. No, Wooly. The Woolies were live feed at Red Branch. And so, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So it has turned from summer last week. Last week we had, that wasn't last week. The week before last, we had 32-degree heat, guys. 32 degrees. Absolutely unheard of, record-breaking heat. Last week, we had 12 degrees. Okay. And does it work? Is that effective? Hours seems like a long time, but unless you can somehow set a reminder or something. So, but it's winter again. Roddy, how's Scotland treating you? Jesus, man, it has been rough here, boy. Rough weather. Like torrential rain. We have gone for like 5 weeks without rain to absolutely torrential rain and flooding, and it's just, you can't do anything. Guys, before Roddy and Pat get on everybody's back and start kicking ass here, we got 7 people on and we got 1 thumbs up. Get that thumbs up. If you're on your mobile device, guys, just close the chat, hit that thumbs up, and then come back again. But really, Jesus, we had yesterday I had to close early. Husqvarna or still? Ooh, Benjamin comes in with the hard questions. Oh, it's the jab. He jabs straight in. There's no kissing or anything. It's just straight in there. Benjamin, it's Husqvarna. Everybody knows that Husqvarna are the best. 90s to the 70s. So 90s to the 70s is quite a big drop. So we lost 20 degrees. Grumpy Toe, you are very welcome, buddy. We lost 20 degrees. 20 degrees. Both. Okay, so Benjamin has a question, boys and girls. What do you think? Rhyme it out. What do you reckon? Husqvarna or Still? You have to pick one. Are we talking chainsaws, Benjamin, or are we talking just in general? Because I like both. My Still brush cutter is a good job. No, not brush cutter. Sorry, hedge cutter. Righty. See, I nearly spat my water all over the computer there. I would say, Benjamin, I'm a Husky fan. I'm a Husky fan because I had a Still that would not work. It just, there always was an issue with it. It just, MS181, I think is what it was called. I always had a problem with it. Just, and I was only starting out in chainsaws, so I sort of didn't really know what I was doing. I couldn't really troubleshoot. It was like, so every time it broke, I had to take it into the shop to get it fixed. So what I did was it's still in the shed, but I bought a Husqvarna 435, and that completely just made me a Husky fan, just an absolute Husky fan. So still am, you know. But that is to say, if somebody came along and said, Wooly, there is a big Still Magnum, you know, like an 80cc, 70cc saw, like, or even at the 500i or something, have a rip on that, I'd be like, well, you know, it's probably a good saw as well. I just always find them a little tricky to start. There always seems to be an issue with starting, especially hot starting, you know. So like my mate has a big Farm Boss, is it? Like a 70cc Farm Boss, real old one. It was a savage saw, Jesus, savage saw, but it wouldn't start when it was hot. So for me, it has to be Husqvarna. Yeah, I would agree, Benjamin, and I would say that it's vice versa as well. So you're going to have this still Husqvarna thing. You know, they all make good machines. It's as simple as that. It's just personal preference, isn't it? What is it? What in the States they always talk about Chevy or Max? Is that what it is, or you know, we don't really have that here. There's not really. You just sort of, for a lot of people, I think it depends on what their local dealer sells. So if you're local to a Still dealer, you're going to get Still because your aftermarket is going to be better. So you're going to have better support and stuff like that. I have two saw shops within 9 miles of me. Neither of them, they're not saw shops. They're not dedicated saw shops. A Chevy or Ford, that's it. Yes. Peppy, thank you. I know. Last week was a disaster. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, finish last week's story. I'm like Billy Connolly, boy. Everything goes round in circles. All stories get half told and then finished eventually at the end of the session. So we were way up swimming in this like a leisure complex up the road just outside Belfast. So about a 50-minute drive. Big slides and all that crack, you know, and hot tubs and everything. It was just absolutely class crack. But sure, we didn't get home till late. Then we stopped and got pizza. So we had to come and eat our pizza. And by the time I think I got round to getting the computer on and getting everything done, it was probably about 20 past 9, and it just was like, you know, turning it on and then nothing was going right. And I was just like, I was wrecked as well. But I was so tired. I was like, do you know what? It's just not working. I don't know what was going on. So yes, piston contest of personal preference. Exactly. Okay, so Mora knives versus non-Mora knives and stuff like that. Any sort of genre you go into it, there's going to be something versus something. Do you know what I mean? So Yeah, listen, it was a great day. It was well worth it. But at the end of the day, when I was here and everything wasn't going according to plan, I was just like, just get rid of it. We'll start again next week. And good man, Ron. You're very welcome. So yeah, that's just been what's happening. Me, I am not really. I've never cut a tree big enough that there would be enough weight in it to barber chair. This is what I reckon. I have had a couple go very quick, but not generally. If Benjamin, if you look back at my videos and you look at the type of trees that I am cutting to fall, or the type of trees I'm falling, they're all too tight. So even you guys just think about it. I put a percentage in there. What percentage of trees do I have to cut off the stump and pull over? Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's all close proximity felling and stuff. It has to be at least 90%. Studebaker. I don't know. I'm not sure what. So I have put my glasses back on, guys. I can't read the comments. What's a Studebaker? Studebaker. It sounds very familiar. It sounds like one of those like 60s type station wagon things that you guys used to drive with like the wood paneling along the side and everything. But no, I've never had a tree barber chair. Jesus, it must be frightening, especially with a big tree. A big tree. Must be crazy. That's what gets them. And listen, I would teach it to the kids and stuff about barber chairs and try and teach them a little bit about compression and tension and stuff like that when using a handsaw for bushcraft. So, because it's important as well, because the kids will end up getting their saws stuck in a kerf and they won't understand why, and then they'll break my saws. So I always talk to them about compression and tension and stuff when cutting on the flat. So, and we do a little bit about cutting branches and stuff like that as well. But which is funny. I'm sure a lot of people don't cover that sort of stuff when they're teaching 6-year-olds how to use handsaws. But yeah, look. It's like winter. Listen. I don't know if you guys can hear that. So we were here last week when I was trying to get everything organized, and the sun was beaming in, and I could hardly see the screen because it was so sunny. We're here this week, and it sort of has been dark for 2 days. So no, definitely not. I have done it before, and you have to get the other side to release the tension to get your side. Funnily enough, all those bits generally get edited out. All those bits generally get edited out when it comes to making the videos. Not that I edit a lot, but 10 backup saws and you end up with 9 stuck in a tree. Yeah, Jesus. And listen, I saw something. I meant to say this to you guys, but I forgot. Maybe 3 weeks ago in the live feed, I meant to say something to you. Yeah, I get you, Pat. I get you. So we're driving down the road. Listen, stop me if I've told you this. You know what I'm like for repeating myself. We're driving down the road, guys. A close call that I have never seen the likes of. Do you know, people go to me, people come up to me and say, Wooly, will you come in and cut down a couple of trees? And I'll go in and I'll look at these trees and I'll say, no, that's outside of my comfort zone. Hey, you need to get a professional in. They'll go get somebody. Yeah, they'll go get somebody. This person will rock up, tie the tree to a tractor, cut the tree and pull it over with the tractor. Job done, walk away. Beside a house or something. And I'll be like, I would never have done that, because if that went wrong, it's going to land on somebody's house and potential for disaster. So we're driving down the road to go swimming a couple of weeks ago, and the traffic is stopped on this road, both directions. I'm like, what's going on there? And I have the window down, it's sunny, and I can hear a chainsaw. And there is a teleporter a Manitou teleporter. I don't know what you guys call them in the States, right? The teleporter, you know, the 4 wheels, big hydraulic arm, lifts up like that and extends out. There's a boy on the side of the road with a chainsaw, right? And there's a teleporter there blocking the road. So I can see, you see a man pointing, at the tree. And the boy puts the teleporter up against the tree and starts pushing the ash tree that's along the side of the road. Now we're stopped on the same side of the road as the ash tree. So we're stopped on the left-hand side. The ash tree is on the left ditch, and there's cars stopped on the right-hand side facing us. Now we're a few cars back. So anyway, a man cuts and stops and tells the, oh no, Ron, I hope you get it. Tells the teleporter to drive forward. Your man drives forward, right? But sure, the tree's not cut. It's not cut at all. The tree won't go anywhere. So your man reverses, wheelies it, hits the tree as hard as he can with the teleporter, and the tree still doesn't go over, right? So he goes back. When he goes back, the tree comes back with him and goes over and goes down onto the road. So it's on our side of the road, and it lands on our side of the road at the driver's door, at the driver's door of the person stopped on the other side. Jesus Christ. A big tree as well, like, and you see everybody's like, I don't know, but how do these people fit them into their trousers? Like, you know, that is crazy, bro. Crazy. Like, I would say the person in that front car shit themselves, absolutely crap themselves. That tree was inches away from falling on their car, you know. So their car was here, and that tree fell here. Do you know what I mean? It fell right beside it, but on the other side of the road. And it's like, that is mental. Mental. I would be police. Imagine you were in the car with your family and somebody did that. Stop traffic. You know, just stop traffic. There's a guy there going, just hang on a second. Stopping traffic, you know. Crazy shit. Crazy. I've never seen anything. Like, I would never do that along the side of a main road. Like, what do these people be thinking? No, they were boys in wearing jeans. They were farmers. You know, wearing jeans. Crazy. And your man just, when the tree hit the ground, two of them were their hands on their heads like this. Your man just reversed back. Good man, Roddy. Your man just reversed back, dropped the bucket, lifted the tree up and threw it over the ditch. Do you know what I mean? Mental. Like, that was... Do you know what I mean? This was crazy. I would never do something like that. Like, I would even be very seriously questioning doing something like that in a field with nobody about. You know, I would have that tied off, and I would cut everything and then get him to pull it. You know, not half cut it and get him to try and push it over. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it was, I don't know why. I don't know. And this is what I mean. So people always think they can do it cheaper. Jesus, you gotta be careful, boy. You gotta be careful. Especially now, like they're talking here about putting. We have ash dieback here, very, 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 very prevalent this year. I have never noticed it. No, it wasn't leaning, not leaning at all. The boy just decided he was going to cut it with a chainsaw. I don't even know if there was a directional cut and a back cut, or if this boy just started cutting it from the back and then just told your man to push it. Do you know what I mean? So it was. When that tree started to go, I went, somebody's dead here. You know. Do you ever go like that? Like we were 6 cars back. You know, so I was just like, Anyway, you know, that's just, it's bizarre. It's bizarre, you know, and there's people do stuff like that every day. Do you know what I mean? Farmers in fields with chainsaws. Yeah. Do you know? Mark, how's it going? You're very welcome. People are dangerous. Imagine how beautiful the world would be if we had no people in it. So, yeah, so we have Ash Dieback here, right? And I noticed it this year for the first time, and I asked a friend, a guy I know who's a tree surgeon, and I sent him a picture. I said, "Listen, is this Ash Dieback?" And he says, "Yeah." And since I've seen it, it's like you can't unsee it. There is a name for that. It's where you see something that you haven't seen for a long time, and then you see it everywhere. You know, so I can't remember what it is, but literally, it's like 80% of the trees that I see now are dying. Accidents do cause people, Pat. You are right. But you know, so they're talking about giving farmers money to cut these ash trees down in their field to try, you know, in their ditches and their hedgerows, to try and curtail dieback. You know, what are these farmers going to do? They're going to buy a chainsaw and go cut them down themselves. Keep the money. Of course they are. That's what they do. Jesus, like. You know, so why would you not? Now, you two boys go be nice, okay? Play nice. My glasses are all over the place. Hang on a second. But other than that, it has been uneventful. Let me think now. I've been very little bit of wood splitting. That's about it. See, it was like this, you know. It might be, Pat. That's the thing. So natural selection might take its course. A couple of Darwin awards handed out, you know. So suddenly these farmers might figure out, well, hang on, maybe it's not so easy just to cut down a 300-year-old tree in a field, you know. So, and 2 weeks ago, it was too hot to do anything. You know, this week it's too wet to do anything. So we're in that stupid August flux where it's just like you just have to start lighting the fire again, and all of a sudden the winter's rolled in, and oh gee, I saw that, and he was up the tree as well, man. He was using a still, you see. That's why that happened. If he was using a husky, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, it's bananas, guys. It's bananas. I don't know, boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overcautious. Maybe I just come into this sort of chainsaw stuff too late in life. You know, maybe these boys have been Jesus, Pat, second youngest of 8. Maybe these boys have been cutting trees all their lives and just getting away with it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't have it figured out. So I hear, Roddy. So I hear. I haven't been paying too much close attention to it. I find, Rob, you're very welcome, buddy. I find that it's the weather forecast is really hard to read, you know. So we were supposed to have a big storm here on Thursday, you know. So I was going to cancel work. I was going to cancel Red Branch, and I said, you know what? I'm looking out the window. I'm looking at the weather forecast, and it's saying it's going to be torrential rain and gale force winds right now at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm looking out the window, and it's just a bit grey. So I'm like, right, hang on a second. So I went down the Red Branch and rocked down the Red Branch. Group turned up, went into the woods. No, actually, the parents turn up at 10 o'clock with the kids, and they're going to me, Wally, I don't know how you do it, but we just came from a typhoon. They're coming from 6 miles away, and there's a bloody typhoon gale force winds and lashing rain and everything like that. And they and you know, and we're down in Red Branch, and it's just a bit overcast. And that's the way it was the whole day. We had about 45 minutes of really heavy rain, but besides that, it was fine, you know. So, but that's what happens here. That's what happens this time of year. You know, we really can get a wet August. Now, Roddy, there's no need to be questioning people's what we do, religious preferences. There you go. How you doing? She's 11 thumbs up, guys. That's pretty good. So here's the thing, right? So what do you guys think of the video schedule? Is it enough or is it too little? I am struggling. Yeah, you see, Pat, I guess. So I am struggling to record a lot of stuff. I only have one in the pipe for Red Branch, and it'll be for Woolys World, and it'll be out on Sunday. So I'm hoping to be able to get out and get more during the week. So I'd love to get some saw work, but guys, my saws are still in the shop. Do you know that? They're still in the shop, which is fine. Because I'm not at the stage where I really need them yet. So I would like to have them back. So I have been at Red Branch, and I have been identifying trees for felling and for the winter. So I possibly have for right, Diesel, you're gonna have to explain your question, so I don't understand what you mean for what. So I have like over 100 trees that I need to cut down at Red Branch. The problem being is that they don't make for very exciting videos, because they're just like me cutting down 4 to 6 inch trees, which nobody wants to see. Everybody, I have an itchy ear. Hang on. Oh. we don't do Legos here. I was going to do a My Little Pony channel. Oh, services and card replacement. Yeah, it would be in the shop. They only go in once a year, hey. They only go in once a year, just for a really good service and a really good clean. It's the cleaning more than anything. Maybe I should buy myself a wee compressor. That would fairly make a difference, wouldn't it? What would be the smallest compressor you can get? I only have a little small shed, you see. Yeah. Sorry, reading back. Yeah. And listen, tell me this, Marlon. What did the cherry burn like? I've often looked at cherry trees and thought, Dalmar is not something I know a lot about, but if Indiana Doug was here, he'd be able to tell you all about them. He is a Dalmar fan, Benjamin. So if you check out Indiana Doug, he's normally on. He's normally on the live feeds. He is a channel as well. Indiana Doug. Doesn't he run Dalmar's? Yeah, I hear it smells really good as well, doesn't it? Is it like sort of the same as apple? Are those blossom trees all the same? Does that make sense, or am I just making that crap up? Dalmar is not something that we get here. We get Makita. I think Makita and Dalmar are the same thing, aren't they? I have 2 in. The problem being is that it's the summer, and they're not high on his agenda to get done. And there's only one guy in the shop, and he has about 1,000 lawnmowers coming in. You know, so it's like you go in and like he got everything else done for me. So I had the lawnmower in, and geez, I don't know what else I had in. Oh, Dalmar is now Makita. Ah, okay, Roddy, I get you. So I think they have stopped making saws, as far as I've heard. But do you know what I've been looking at recently? I've been thinking about getting a pedestrian flail mower, and there's one for sale local to me, like 2 hours away, and it's a Makita flail mower. You know, like a lawnmower, except it's a flail mower, big heavy duty things like. So I was wondering what that would be like. Makita make really good tools. This is the thing, like their cordless stuff and all. When you ask anybody here what cordless tools to get, like I got the Walt because everybody I know has the Walt, and that means then we can swap stuff, and I can keep my batteries and use my brother's stuff, and he can borrow my stuff and use his own batteries as well. But it's Makita or the Walt. That's what you go for. Milwaukee slowly making inroads, but there's issues with them here. So people have issues with the triggers. So I hear. Well, see, this is the thing. None of this stuff is what it used to be. It's all. You've still cordless tools. I have really crap ones. Cordless tools. I have a Bosch hedge cutter, cordless, and I had a Black & Decker cordless strimmer. And that was a toy. The hedge cutter's actually not bad, but the other thing is a bloody toy. Really. Well, what we're having problems. I was down talking to a friend of mine and his son, and they were building something, and they're both joiners and second fix joiners and roofers and making sheds and stuff like that, and making log cabins and just being about wood. And he had a Milwaukee impact driver, the really good one, like the top of the line one, and it was his second one because he had got them replaced under warranty because the trigger had gone on it. Nice. So what's the issue with the battery state, Andrew? You're very welcome. You too, Colin. I think batteries is basically all these drills and stuff are sort of on the same level. It's the batteries that make or break it. You know what I mean? So I was using our fella stuff. I was using my brother's stuff. A Ryobi one. And I had a Ryobi brush cutter in it, or strimmer, Rob, and it was a piece of junk, boy. Yeah. I know a lot of people have done that, Diesel man. Here is the thing about Black & Decker. This is where I was going with this story, right? Black & Decker, DeWalt, and Stanley are the same company. They're called Stanley Black & Decker. DeWalt is their top of the line, Stanley is the middle, and Black & Decker is their cheap stuff. Ah. I wonder would you get 6 months? I wonder what 6 months. Well, you know what? Marlon, it's only this year that I am seasoning my wood for 12 months. Do you know what I mean? Every other time it's been 6 months. So you cut it in spring, you split it in spring, early summer, you stack it and you burn it in winter. That's the way I've always done it. Some of it would only get 4 months, so Poulan and Ryobi are the same thing. Ryobi tools do not have a good reputation over here, I have to say. They really, really don't. But sure, look, I have this stuff. I have a sleeping dog over here. It's not Bruno. So I don't know what that is. And I got this one as well. But here is the thing, right? Oh, look at the fancy brushless stuff. Here is the thing. So I was researching what to get, as you do on the internet, researching what to get, right? Oh, I need one of these for this. So this impact driver, right? This impact driver is the DCF 887. That's what that's called. The DeWalt DCF 887. Guys, if you put one of these batteries side by side with a Stanley battery, they are identical, except that one of these little things is different, so that you can't interchange them. Now, if you are a handier person than me, you could figure out how to change that, so you could put the DeWalt batteries into Stanley tools, because Stanley batteries are very hard to come by. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is the thing. I was researching buying tools. This is the 5 amp battery or 5-volt battery, right? I was researching buying tools, and I was going to buy a set of a DeWalt set, right? You know, one of these kits. And what I decided to do was I just started looking into the kits, because my brother had a kit and he got one of those ones with the 2 big cases, right? And he got loads of tools, like 8 tools or something. Cost him at £900. Probably cost him $1,200, something like that. And what happened is, there's nothing wrong with it, right? So what I did was I was going to buy one of them, and it had the impact driver, it had the circular saw, the jigsaw, it had the combi drill, it had all the stuff I was looking for, right? And then I went looking deeper, and I started reading all the fine print. Okay, so yes, you get an impact driver, but it's not this impact driver, because you don't get this impact driver in a kit. This is their top of the range variable speed impact driver. This doesn't come in a kit. The bottom of the range impact driver comes in a kit, right? The bottom of the range circular saw comes in the kit, but this doesn't, right? So you need to be aware of what you're buying. So I went onto this kit building website, and I went to buy a kit. I went to buy a DeWalt kit, and I was going to get what I have there. A jigsaw. Well, the jigsaw is not mine, it's Fergal's, my brother. I was going to get a circular saw, a combi drill, an impact driver, right? It was cheaper for me to buy the bare units on Amazon and then buy 2 batteries and a charger on Amazon. How's that possible? You know, I would never think of going to Amazon to look for tools. It's just crazy. But that is a very impressive tool. Yes, exactly, Pat. That is an impressive tool. I would recommend that. That thing, guys. I was down in Red Branch one day for about 4 hours, just driving in big foot long hex screws, just driving them in, and I still had 2 bars left in the battery when I was heading to home. Now, the circular saw, it likes batteries, but still, I've only ran one battery down once, and it wasn't fully charged when I started. Grumpy, how's it going? Right. Yeah. So it's sort of like you think you're getting a good deal, but you're not. But them boxes that you get are 100 quid each. Do you know what I mean? Good man, Rob. Good man. She's an impressive tool with the 5-volt battery, eh? But you know, I don't. There's absolutely no regrets with it. Whereas when I got the Stanley one, yeah, it served its purpose for a while. But when you started driving in big screws, it just went. Just didn't have the power. It didn't have the grunt in it, you know. Listen, Rob, if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else. But not a lot of camping being done. Let me see. Were we out last week? Not last weekend. Weekend before, maybe. Weekend before. Actually, a lot of camping has been done. We've done a fair bit of camping. We were out there for 3 weeks in a row. I think it was great. But guys, it is moving. Yeah, pretty much, Peppy. It is moving. We're starting week 6 of summer camp on Monday. Week 6. You know, that's the summer. That's the summer. Well, that's the summer nearly over. Rob, to tell you the truth, the stuff that I was splitting I have a shed full for this year, and it's been full since last year. So I'm a year ahead of myself. The stuff that I'm splitting at the minute is for 2022, winter 2020. Well, maybe this time 2022. So I still feel like I need more. This is it. But then you always feel like you need more, don't you? I'd love like I don't know. See, I have that big sycamore I'm doing. I don't know if you saw that video. But I haven't got back to it because I'm just so busy with summer camp and all, and then the weather turned and so it's like 1 or 2 big nice sycamore will be really, really good. Of course, yeah, completely. So, yeah, yeah, make it cheaper to make it somewhere cheaper. Yeah, that's generally what businesses do, isn't it? It's all about money, 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 money. But so hopefully something will come up. This is what happens. I need to get that sycamore done. You know, when I was up there the last time, I really spent a lot of time cleaning it up to make the area as easy to get back to, you know. Now, Roddy, of all companies to mention, Still is the one that is cheapening itself, I think, when it comes to the big brand. When it comes to the big brand chainsaw, is it not generally the way it seems to be going? Still are sort of like quality's not quite there anymore. Hey, listen, but what about these new Husqvarnas, guys? What do you think? These 590s, 590 and 592, or 592 and 595. Have they made it to anybody yet? Has anybody seen them? Yeah, pretty much, Rob. Pretty much. But like, yeah, no, pretty much. Yeah, well, you see, this is the thing, Benjamin, right? So good man, Ron the dog catcher. Good man. Great to hear. Nothing worse than a dog getting out by and you not knowing where it is. Nothing. Nothing. I have a dog here fast asleep. Bruno's downstairs doing Bruno stuff. Doing Bruno stuff. Yeah, Pat, this is what I've been hearing, is that there's issues with stills and stuff, but I don't know. Like when I put up a video about the Husqvarna, Roddy, you got to open the door to let her back in. This is the thing now. You know, you can't just say that she's escaped if you chucked her out of the house and locked the door. So when I make a video about the 435, in case you have seen me use and abuse that 435, and a lot of comments will come back and say that people that will be like, I have a 435 and it is the worst saw I have ever had in my life. And then people will come back and say, oh my God, I have a 435 as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. So apparently they are very hit and miss. And I have lent it to people, not lent it to people, don't lend your saws. I have had people there and I said, here, you know, use this. And they've gone, that's a cracking we saw, you know. And I was at my friend's house the other day borrowing a kayak paddle on Thursday, and he has a 365 as well. I was like, ooh, hey, check it out, 365. He loves it. So okay. I've missed something there. What is a shin de? You're gonna have to. I don't know how to pronounce that. I have to go back there. What are you saying, Grumpy? You can, but what? Yeah. So yeah. Well, there's a lot to be said for getting something for free and costing you a couple of bucks to get it fixed and it working 100%. You know what I mean? So uh, there's a lot to be said for that. Like that little still chainsaw sitting down there. My brother has ended up getting back. I have a video, guys. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It is one of it. I think it could be my second ever YouTube video, and it is on. Oh, okay. So Echo, they're the same company as Echo, are they? See, Roddy, I've missed that. That whatever Grumpy is saying is shoo, right way over here, way over here. It's a Japanese saw. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, listen, I have a video, very old, McCullough CS36 video, like I don't know, 30 to 50,000 views. I don't know. It is like such bad quality. It's a terrible video, terrible, terrible video. But my brother has ended up with that saw, that actual saw. So I'm thinking I might revisit it, get that saw, sharpen it up, run it for a bit, and let you guys have a look at it. Now, it is, when you open up anything, there's a Husqvarna stamp on the inside of it. McCullough, a McCullough CS36. I must get on to him and get a end of it. Because I think it's quite a popular saw, isn't it? Oh, Ron, that's a bad video, boy. Hi, YouTube. I just was like, oh, I'm going to have a YouTube channel. I have a chainsaw, But then I have that the Igor video. Yes, the Igor video. The Husqvarna 435 video. And it is maybe 6 months later, and it has a lot of views as well. It has got it. I think it has the same size chain on it as the Frankenweenie, as the top handle saw. Probably not that much difference in power either. I think it could be a 33cc saw, whereas the top handle saw is like a 28 or 27. Yeah, yeah, homeowner grade Husqvarna. Yeah. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get it off and I'm going to take it for a spin and see how it gets on. Well, this is what happens, isn't it? This is what happens, is that all these companies they're probably all owned by Procter and Gamble, or Johnson and Johnson. Every single company in the world is actually owned by one company. So everywhere you spend your money, that company is making profits. I would not at all be surprised. Bruno, is that you? Yeah, I don't know. And I wouldn't be surprised if Still and Husqvarna were owned by the same company as well, though, some parent company somewhere behind the scenes going, I know what you'll do. Still, you boys release a 500i, and then we'll give it 68 months, and then we'll release a new load of Husqvarna chainsaws as well. So Messi, Lionel Messi, the football player. Wayne, how's it going? Milton Bradley, the toy company. No, you've lost me with that one, Pat. Silence is never golden. Yeah, that's true. He's probably downstairs with the girls watching TV. Either that or he's on my bed. No, the door's closed. No, I have Pockets here asleep. Pocket sleeps all the time now. Hey, I got a new toy. It's not chainsaw-ish, but look. It's for going out in the rain at night. You know, when there's werewolves outside. Hello? Oh, you know, when you go out and look like that. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know. It's hard to know. It's like, I think that's just the way it is. I think that's just the way it is. I think that all these companies are all controlled and owned by somebody else. I always look after the Hilux. The Hilux gets very well looked after, except it's never washed or cleaned. No log splitter. I split them open with my hands. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, Pat, it's just on and off. It's a fancy one, look. I decided to treat myself. You know, I had all these ones that you buy that you twist and they open up like that. Oh, Jesus, you get 2 years out of them. You showed them in the bin. No, Benjamin, I've no log splitter. I split everything by hand. Absolutely everything. Jesus Christ, 1,500 quid. 1,500 quid for a chainsaw. I don't know about that, Benjamin. Yeah, no, I don't have the space, or I don't have the money on, and I definitely don't have the availability of wood to justify a log splitter. I know $1,500 is mental money. You know, it's 1,200 quid. That's about 1,200 sterling. I don't know. There's a Facebook giveaway page here. It's local to us, and they're giving one away at the minute. You know, you buy a ticket, these raffle ticket things. But they do, like, you know, you can win like a 30-ton digger and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Auto tune, fuel injection. Do you know what? They're all the same. Do you know, my first car cost me 1,300 euros. I've got bare hands. Rawr, not bare hands, Roddy. So I don't know. I think a log splitter would be nice. I think as I get a bit older, when the winter rolls in, you know, like I was awake last night because my knees were aching. This is the thing. So maybe 10 years ago, a physio told me that I had first stage arthritis in my knees from all the hill walking and mountain rescuing and carrying rucksacks and stuff that I'd done. So last night, with the change in weather, I was lying in bed and my knees were killing me, you know, and then you sort of think, Jesus, sure, I'm only 26. Yeah, 26, eh? But do you know what I mean? So I think as you get older, the thought of a log splitter becomes more and more and more. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, our first car cost us about $1,200, and we drove it for 3 years, probably more actually. It only had 4 forward gears on it. A Renault Clio, the love truncheon we called it. It was a great yoke. Then somebody drove it off a cliff, but they had bought it off us at that stage, so we didn't really mind. But so what was I saying? Yeah, so listen, so here is the thing. Is a 500i a justifiable chainsaw? Is it? For the likes of me, you, and everybody else on here who is a non, I'm gonna assume and paint everybody. You know, you see, that's the thing. You would need to be selling wood, and you would need to be doing a lot of work to have a log splitter and a 500i, unless you're gambling, and you're gambling on, you know, and sometimes I think that this can be a case with some YouTube channels, is that, like, that you're gambling on the fact that No, well, you're not. You're not. You're not. No, not that's wrong. That's wrong. Let's put it like this. So, on Red Branch this summer, on Red Branch Bushcraft YouTube channel. So I've picked up a couple of knives to review for the channel. So if I picked up a saw to review for the channel, well, well, the thing is, a knife costs 30 bucks, right? A chainsaw costs 1,500. Benjamin, yeah, Roddy, exactly. Benjamin, I don't know how to adjust the carb. That's wizardry, man. Wizardry. Nah, you don't know how to do that. No, 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 no. Yeah, well, see over here, Pat healthcare is free, so I can bust myself up and just keep going back at it. No, I can't. Don't even say that, Wally. Don't even say that. Touch wood. Oh, Mama, what's the crack? You saying hello? Take the purple pill.
Kiddo. When messengers come. I give you and mommy. They're sour.
Oh my God, they're sour.
These ones are not really that sour, and the orange ones. These two are not really sour. That and orange.
Hey, Mitzer. Hello. Are you saying hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
They are sour Skittles, as you might gather. Oh my God, they are sour. My mouth is watering. Free healthcare, yes. But you got to wait 3 years on an appointment. You show me your t-shirt, though. What are you watching on TV?
Hercules.
What?
Hercules.
Hercules.
Yes. Here you go.
It's about me. There you go. There's your. There's who asked for one. Benjamin asked for one. You say, there you go, Benjamin.
There you go, Benjamin.
I know. I know. If Dad was caught giving them Skittles at this time of night, there'd be awful hell to pay. You go on downstairs and you tell Mum that it's too late for kids to be eating Skittles. And you watch where Bruno is. Watch Pockets' paw there. This is Mittens. He loves hugs. Meow. Meow. He's like an extension of my beard. We have a busy house with animals right now, Mittens. Oh, Evie, did you lift one of these or did Mittens eat it?
I lifted it.
Ah, so, I don't know. Like, if there was somewhere local where you could go in and rent a 500i, I think that would be a video I would do. But I think a 500i here is probably classed. You see, we have a funny system over here, right? I couldn't go into a shop and buy a top handle chainsaw because that is an arborist chainsaw. So I would need to show my license, my arborist license, where I was qualified to use a top handle chainsaw, or they wouldn't sell me one. Now, that is the law. So that is the law. But if I walked into a shop and I said to you, man, give us a top handle chainsaw, give us a 200T there or a 201T, there's 500 cash. Are they really going to say no? Do you know what I mean? Like that top handle chainsaw that I have, guys, I bought that online. There was never a question asked. And I bought it brand new, and I bought it from a big shop in England. Mittens, go easy. Now I have to be careful that I don't. The cat is right on my lap here, so I have to be careful that I don't. I don't touch his kill button. Cats have a kill button. It moves all the time. You touch them in a certain place, they just. But so I remember being in a shop before and talking to these guys about a 555. And then I was talking about a 372. And your man behind the counter said to the other boy, are we allowed to sell him a 372 or something along those lines? Because that is classed as a pro saw, and you cannot just buy a pro saw. Yeah, I know. it's Russian roulette every time you've had them. So, do you know what I mean? So, I would say that if you went in and you into certain shops and you said, I want to buy a 500A, they'd probably be looking for a license. You know, so, which is a bit mad, isn't it? It's a bit mad. You know, so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get you, Peppy. I understand. But sure, listen, I bought that top handle saw and nobody asked for anything. You know, and my mate, I was talking to my mate, and he works in the forestry, and he has like loads of chainsaw certifications, and he went to buy a top handle saw in a shop, and your man wouldn't sell it to him because he doesn't have his climber certificate. Exactly. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? What? What is it? You all right? Don't do it. Don't do it. I see the way you're looking. He's looking at me like he's going to attack me. Yeah, that's it, Pat. Do you know what I mean? So, ow, 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 ow. You're okay. You're okay. The cat doesn't get a lot of cuddles, you see. Honda OPE. I don't know what that is, Benjamin. I don't know what that is. You're going to have to explain that to me. Sorry. The only Honda I have is the big brush cutter, is the 4-stroke brush cutter, and it's a beast. It is. Oh, okay. Sorry. The Honda that have a look at my videos with the brush cutter, the 4-stroke brush cutter. I upgraded from I had been abusing a Hyundai 2-stroke brush cutter for a long time, a 55cc brush cutter. So this year I decided that it was just sort of starting to fail on me a couple of. So maybe I was probably pushing it to the limit of what I probably had been pushing it too hard for too long, and I was burning through parts and stuff, and it was sort of breaking down. So I bought a Honda. On my mechanic's recommendation. He says they're the best yokes he's ever seen. He says they're just brilliant. Okay. So and it's brilliant. I have used a friend of mine who I did some work with had a Makita 4-stroke backpack blower, and it was brilliant, but it was really, really good. But that's all I know. I've never ran one of their saws. I've never done anything like that. So of the Makita stuff, and I don't think Honda do saws as far as I'm aware. But I know that they make the best lawnmowers you can get. That's the simple truth. So I often be looking through Facebook Marketplace to see if I can get a cheap Honda lawnmower to take down Red Branch. To keep down Red Branch, so because I do such heavy cutting down at Red Branch, so Indiana Doug, you're very welcome. Thank you, buddy. We got some questions for you there. Benjamin has a question in relation to Dolmars, I think, and we said that you were the expert in the Dolmars. So this is what I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of getting an old lawnmower secondhand, and I was thinking, where the front wheels are, and they have that cover that comes down, right? So it's like, I don't know what you call it. So it sits like this, right? When you raise the wheels, that raises up as well. It's like the front steel bit. So what I was going to do was I was going to get the grinder, and I was going to cut that and make that opening bigger so that you could get more stuff in it, and you could cut dirtier stuff, heavier, more duty stuff, get briars in underneath it and chop them all up. So put a big gator blade on it, or Oregon gator blade or something like that, just use it for mulching. Just use it for getting rid of all briars and stuff, and you know, so because what I'm looking at down the Red Branch is, you know, where I've done all my brush cutting. Well, you know, I've left it for too long, and now it's all over head high again. So I'm just like, you know, I'm at the stage where I'm going to spend 150 quid to rent out a flail mower. So, you know, rent out a flail mower. What, Mittens? What? No, it's okay. Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Yeah, would that work, Pat? I try to find the kill button. Kill. Oh, he was close there. Doug, did you boot Marlon out? So that is what I was thinking, Pat. Is that a poor man's brush cutter? Just cut the front deck off it a bit. That's what it's called. It's called a deck, isn't it? Cut the front deck up a bit so that it can take more stuff. So it's either that, or I go up the road and have a look at buying a second-hand flail mower. You know, you're into a whole new level of stuff when you're buying flail mowers, aren't you? Like, you know. But I really want to get this area cleared, you know. So this is what I don't know. I don't know if I clear this once with a flail mower, would I then be able to just keep going over it with the lawnmower? Thanks, Roddy. She's well fed. He is well fed. Yeah, that's a bit weird. So, you know, I do see, geez, Roddy, you know, if you were in looking to buy stuff over in mainland, over in Scotland and England, you know, all those flail mowers and stuff like that, Jesus Christ, you know. Yeah. Benjamin Leslie there. Doug was interested in Dalmars. He had some questions about Dalmars. I couldn't answer them, but I said that you would know the answer, or you were the best man to ask, maybe. So I think that's what I'd like to do. I would love a compact tractor with a flail mower on the back of it. But the thing is that, could you justify one? You know, I know you would probably find work for it. This is the thing. It's one of those things that you would find work for. I know. Well, I don't know a boy. I saw a boy with one that had like a long reach hedge cutter on it that was completely adjustable. Jesus, it was a handy looking thing, you know. Yeah, you see, that's what I mean, Roddy. Over on the mainland in Scotland and England, stuff like that you can get all the time, but not here. It's just, if you step across the border, which is only 3 miles away or 2 miles away, depending on what road you go, everything just jumps up 200 quid. It's crazy, boy. I don't know how those boys deal with it. Like, it's mental. Like when I bought my Hilux, I bought it here for, I think I paid 8,000 sterling for it. 8,000. Yes, I paid 8,000 for it. To buy the same year with the same mileage in the south was 15,000. It's okay. Roddy's only joking. Mittens is annoyed. Marlon, you change. Thank you very much, buddy. But change that 500i to 595. What is wrong with you? Thank you very much. Much appreciated, guys. It's see, Marlon. Now you've distracted me. Now, thanks. Thank you. It's receiving a super chat is a very strange experience. Do you know that? It's like, oh my god, thank you very much. But it's like, it's crazy. Exactly, Benjamin. Thanks, Martin. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. It is a crazy thing. I don't, you're like, thank you so much. And I don't know how these guys with their big channels, how they can deal with all those super chats coming in. It's just insane. Buchan's Sunday night feeds are mental, mental. So here is the thing. This is what I meant to say, guys, before the whole world goes crazy with super chats. And I think I mentioned this to Doug before. Guys, when I did the live feed down at Red Branch, Woolys World at Red Branch, and it was a crazy live feed, and Buchan was on and everything, and we were all having the crack, and all those super chats came in. YouTube took 48%. That's crazy, isn't it? But hey, listen, guys, it's not the point. But people should be aware. But it's like, right. So if I could go to a shop and rent a 500i and review it for the channel, yeah, definitely I would. Would I go buy one? I don't think so. No, cat. No. I was close. No cat. So, do you know what I mean? So, what's an EVS? Benjamin, with your acronyms, I don't understand half of them. Hey, what is an EVS then? Meow. Meow. Whoa. Whoa. Can you see this? Have you ever seen the video of your man singing the song? See the way that tail is twitching? You ready? He's going to do it. No. See, you nearly went there. Oh, I would have to assume to do. I have no idea how you would do it, Pat. Oh, electric vehicles. The first, no, I have come across electric vehicles before, but I saw my first Tesla the other day, and he was parked across 2 parking spaces. So I squeezed in beside him with my Hilux, and I took the girls in the swimming. And when I came back out, he had moved. Really, Mittens. Really, Mittens is an enemy. Yeah. That's not a cat attack. I'm not a cat attacking you. Did you ever see the video of your man singing the song? And the cat just rips the face of him by. See this tail? See this tail flick? That's a cat that is. He's about to strike. Anyway. What is it, Mittens? What is it? You're okay. He has a sore eye. He has an enemy. There's another cat that comes around and they fight the hell out of each other outside our window at night. It's very violent. But turns out the other cat now only has one eye. Don't know if Mittens was involved in that or what the situation was. Yeah, that does my head in as well. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I have been reviewing stuff for a long time, right? Mostly not high-end equipment because I could never afford it. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to outdoor gear, like waterproof jackets and stuff like that, and people will always come on and go, "Oh, but sure, it's made in China," But everything's made in China. Everything is made in China, So, like, this is, if it's not made in China, it costs hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Like, it is just so expensive, so expensive. But there's loopholes in these things, and this is what these people. This is what. There's loopholes in these things, right? And I remember reading this a long time ago. Yeah. There's a company in the west of Ireland, right, that sells these handmade Irish products, right, produced in Ireland, right? That's what it says. So you go around all these tourist traps on the west coast of Ireland, and this company sells all these things. But this stuff is made in China and has to sit in a factory in Ireland for a certain amount of time. And then the labels and stuff like that are put on. And that is produced in Ireland. So, you know, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is cheap old Chinese shit. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the thing, right? There's made in China, right? And there's up here and there's down here, you know, and there's everything in between. Not everything that's made in China is going to be crap. This is the thing, right? So I have, let's look, for example. Okay, so I have a Ridgeline fleece here, and I'm wearing a pair of Ridgeline trousers. Now, I reviewed a lot of Ridgeline stuff because I was a Ridgeline ambassador for a little while. And the overwhelming response from people was, it's crap because it's made in China, right? You know, and that's what I mean, Benjamin. So you don't. What's the difference between Irish and Scotch, Roddy? So that Doug, I think that's direct. What Benjamin said there is directed towards you. He wasn't sure of the difference anymore between Dalmar and Echo. Bruno! He's here, everybody. Everybody relax. He's here. Hey, Bruns. Stop sniffing up my popcorn bone. Hey. Bruno, no. Bruno, come here. Look. That's a. Ah, I get you, Roddy. So whiskey with an E is made in Ireland. So, it all depends. This is the thing. It doesn't really matter where stuff is made, you know. So listen, I was looking at getting a top handle chainsaw, and my guy, the guy who recommended the Honda to me as well, the guy who does all my services and chainsaws and stuff, he said, I'm going to get an Echo, one of those CS, the 26cc one, the Echo top handle saw. And he said, listen, I don't know whether to get the Husqvarna one or the Echo. Now, the Husqvarna was obviously brought out to compete with the Echo because it's the same weight, it's the same range, you know, it's a lightweight, top handle pruning chainsaw, whatever you want to call it. He said, listen, the Echoes are good. He says, but in a couple of years, they're not going to have the availability of parts that your Husqvarna is going to have. So get your Husqvarna. And I went, okay, fair enough. There you go. And that's why I went with Husqvarna. And I like Husqvarna, but I'm sure, but actually the Husqvarna was cheaper than the Echo as well. But the guys raving about these Echo chainsaws, you know, so it swings and roundabouts. Yeah, and they're like bears. They always go for the face. Always go for the face, you know, so yeah. That's it, isn't it? You know, that's it, Pat. You know, so you know, they will say, what is it that Apple say designed in the USA, assembled in China, or something like that, you know, so that's the way it is, you know. So I have a coat on the way from a Scottish company called Hilltrek, and this is handmade in Scotland, you know. So I ordered this. Yeah, that's it. Okay, before I get into the hill track stuff, guys, that varsity liquor stuff that I'm reviewing on Red Branch Bushcraft at the minute, that those outdoor trousers and that green smock, that's made in China, and that stuff is class, right? You know, I've been wearing that all week, and that is not a waterproof. That is just a poly cotton thing. It's not waterproof in any way. And I was out wearing it on Thursday, and it was lashing. Now it was wet, but I wasn't wet underneath, you know. And there's no fancy stuff with that. It's just cotton and polyester, but it is so well made, and that weave, it's windproof. That weave is so tight that very, very minimum of water was getting through that, you know. But listen, the hill track stuff is handmade, right? I ordered this. It's going to take 8 weeks for it to come to me. Well, we're looking at probably only 3 weeks left, you know. So this is handmade in Scotland, you know. So they import this material, and they cut it the size, and they hand sew it, you know, and then they send it out, you know. So, but that's really expensive. You're talking an anorak that cost me £69 from Barstalica, and the equivalent is going to cost £400. You know, lads, you're making me hungry. Yeah, this is it, isn't it? You know, you're when you're getting into the machinery, the machine stuff, you're talking about stuff with very, very fine. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Where everything needs to be machined to within hundreds of mils of perfection. You know, I think that's the issue you're looking at there. You know, is this stuff going to last? You know, so tolerances, good man, Doug, good man. So, boys, you're making me hungry. Listen, these Egypts. Marlon, are you still on? Pat, we made it. The Rang Dang, and it was lovely, absolutely lovely. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Guys, I hope I didn't sound a little bit funny when I was talking about the super chats and stuff there. One hung low. How high is the Chinaman? How low is his brother? So I just sort of wanted to inform you guys that is what I have noticed. Okay, guys, super chats are brilliant. Thank you very much. They really do make a difference to me. And I brought the kids for pizza last Friday, and I brought them for the pizza 2 weeks previous. So your super chats and booking super chats from that night, you know, got us out for dinner twice, which is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? That first of all, you guys see the way I did that? First of all, you guys would even listen to me rant and rave and talk all this nonsense and watch my videos of me basically just making stuff up. And then you also feel the need to reward me by giving me super chats. It's a strange feeling, and guys, it is much appreciated. Thank you very much, and thanks for all your support. Hey, really, it means a lot. I know summer's tough for people. It's tough for people to get time to sit down and watch this stuff. It's even for me. I find myself getting to watch very, very little YouTube. But listen, the evenings are starting to come in. Look, it's nearly 10:30. Look, it's pitch dark. You know, come the winter, everybody will have more time to be sitting down and relaxing, and I'll be cranking out the content then. I'm definitely not going to stick with one video a week, because it does. I feel, here's the funny thing, I feel less of an urge to make videos if I'm only releasing them once a week. Does that make sense? Does it? I have to, Benjamin. I have to. It's 10:30 at night here. It's time for me to go put my kids to bed. Guys, thank you very much. For you guys that have come in tonight and have joined in and had the crack, guys, get into the comment sections of my videos and join in and have the crack and say hello. I love it. I love it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Marlon, thank you very much for your super chat. Much appreciated, buddy. I hope you didn't think that I was being a little bit off about it. I just sort of yeah. I don't know, Grumpy. I don't know. I feel I miss putting a video out once a day. I do. I really do. I really enjoyed it. Man, it was tough. It was tough, right? There was a times where I was like, there was a couple of videos I made and I went, this is filler. I am just doing this to get a video out today. 2 a week. Guys, what do you think? Is 2 a week enough? Should it be 2 a week? I tell you what it does to your statistics, right? From a purely statistical and number view, my views are down 20,000 a month. Because from uploading one video a day, okay, it's tough. Benjamin, you are fitting in well on this channel. I love it. Guys, so it's like, what it's unsustainable. With 2 channels, I couldn't sustain that. Like with 2 channels at the minute, before I went to one video a week, which is still 2 videos a week, I was still doing 6 videos a week spread across 2 channels. This is the thing. So yeah, good man, Peppy. 2 videos a day, one first thing in the morning, one in the evening. I think it was going okay with the Saturday and Sunday for Red Branch, or for Woolys World, and Friday and Saturday for Red Branch. But then I feel like a Wednesday video would be better as well. So maybe 3 a week for each channel, which is still 6 videos, plus a live feed, which is 7 videos, which is still 7 videos a week. Doug, shorts, I don't know. I'm still undecided, to tell you the truth, buddy. Yeah, I'm still undecided about the shorts. I have a short on Red Branch Bushcraft that hit 8,000 views in 24 hours, and it destroyed my statistics completely. I would have needed to have a short video every week hitting those numbers. And it's like when you go on and you log in and you look at your stats, everything is low because that one 30-second video did so well. Yeah, I know, Grumpy, but that's what I'm used to. And the thing is, it's only because I'm working so much now at the minute that I'm not doing that. So I'm down at Red Branch every day, and I'm doing 7 days a week at Red Branch, so this is the thing. But Diesel Man, in a perfect world, yes, quality over quantity, but that is not necessarily the truth, because it's not necessarily the way YouTube works, that I find. Because if I'm uploading a video every day, I am turning my chainsaw. Say I have a chainsaw channel. If I am uploading a video every day, the people that are watching that for me. So that I have turned a chainsaw channel video into a chainsaw vlog. That's a vlog channel now. So they're actually tuning in to watch me. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing with the chainsaw, which is brilliant. But that's one of the hardest channels to sustain. So the reason why I have 2 channels at the minute is because I was a vlog channel. I was just recording everything. Didn't matter. So I had no niche. So what I have done in the last 4 months is I have removed all my content from Woolys World that is unrelated to axes, firewood, and chainsaws. Yes, You see, Doug, I have deleted Instagram from my phone. If I was able to delete shorts from my YouTube feed, I would delete them as well, because they are like they're a succubus. They suck the time out of your life. You turn it on, you're scrolling through, a short comes up, you put it on, you watch it. Next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. And next thing you know, you've watched 20 of them, and they're all dead stupid. Yeah, nah. I don't know. And shorts are very hit and miss. You know, you can have a short that's about absolutely nothing and still get, like that short that I was talking about that has got 8,500 views. It's a 30-second video of a campfire. Diesel man, I'd upload 300 videos a day, each one 30 seconds long, brushing my teeth. Upload, you know. Thanks, Marlon. I understand. Guys, listen, I'll just figure out what works for me, and I'll figure out what works for us, you know, because at the end of the day, it is about us. It's not just about me, and it's not just about you guys. So listen, if you have any ideas, or you have any plans, or you have anything that you'd like me to do a video on, listen, it depends on who you're watching. This is what I'm saying, Grumpy. Depends on who you're watching. You know, I have gone through phases of watching channels, and I would watch anything they put out. You know, when I'm into it, when autumn winter rolls around, and I have more chance to watch videos, what I'll end up doing is I'll end up going back and rewatching all Buckins videos that I've missed over the summer, and I will watch them all. I'll watch every one of them from start to finish. You know, I watch, you know, videos of them cutting the grass, you know, just doing random stuff. You know, I've watched all those videos where him and his wife are out around the town and all that stuff as well. Like, so, but that's, you know, because that he's a character, and watching him is fun. It doesn't really matter what he's doing. But listen, guys, I know watching me is fun, and I'm really, really handsome and really, really, really cool. But I'm going to bed. Passing gas is, yeah, farting, ripping. Guys, thank you. Did you see, Benjamin? I have a couple of tall grass brush cutting videos. I like power hosing, but I don't know if I'd like to do a video on it. You know, what is a T and A, Doug? Guys, you need a pretty lady wearing yoga pants in your thumbnails to get lots of views. That's what you need. It works. I swear to God. Guys, stay frosty. Thank you very much to each and every one of you for coming on. Marlon, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Guys, thanks for being so cool with Evie. Stay frosty.